What's up, guys? I found my video topic for today, and my video topic is quick. Just thought of it 13 seconds ago, and I didn't want it to flee my mind. I was just about to take a shower, but I was just holding some loafers, and the topic of the video is going to be about Michael Jackson loafers. So, before I forget to even make the video, I'm going to pick up some of the loafers and talk about them because I'm a Michael Jackson fan, and you guys might seen one of my early videos, maybe like my first video ever on my page is actually a video called Why I Started Where Was MJ Today. And that's actually my Instagram page for my Michael Jackson account that I grew. And I have 3 Instagram accounts with Michael Jackson. One got banned because they said I was impersonating. But the other 2 are still up, but they're not active anymore, unfortunately, because I am not an active person in the community anymore because I was in it for 4 years and I just don't have the drive like I used to. But I still post on my main YouTube account. Might tell y'all what that account is, might not. You never know. But here are the loafers today. I hope you can see them all. If not, I might put them on the floor. So y'all can see them better on the floor. Yeah, you might be able to see them a little bit better. Screw it. We're going to turn on the light of doom. Hold up. And that is not my light. I actually need to turn on my fan. Okay, here are the loafers. Put them all out on my bed. I'm a little bit addicted to buying these loafers. So I legitimately probably have 8 loafers, and a lot of them are the same pair. But some of them are too big and some of them are too small. But now all these are my size, and it's kind of getting bad. But if I see the loafers in the size that I want, I'm high key buying them without much thought process. And the right price is like literally $40 or below. If it's above that, I won't buy them. But if it's $40 and below, and they're the type I'm looking for, I'm buying them so fast. So let's start with the newest pair that I bought, and I literally just got these in the mail today. These are some floor sheens. I actually don't know the model name of these, which is the sad part, but they are literally pristine floor sheen. I'm pretty sure they're Como mock toe version. I know the Como is a little bit different looking than this, but these are the same build as a Como and the same build as a Como Imperial, which are all of these, but they have a little bit different of a strap area compared to the Como Imperial with this gold buckle, as you can tell. This one doesn't have the buckle. It only has like a black and gold floor sheen F and a strap across. So I don't know what it is, but it is that. I just got these today. They are brand new. If you look at the sole, you can see that even the heel is new. Nothing's worn. I wore them literally for 15 seconds and put them down. And I don't know what I'll do with these. They'll probably become some of my dressers or something. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second because somebody opened the front door at the apartment. But I don't know much about these shoes, and I can't say much, and I can't say anything because Michael Jackson did not wear this exact version. So there's nothing to say about them except that they are the same build. I mean, they're literally the shoes that he wore, just literally a different strap on the side, or the front, so it's not anything crazy. But here are the real loafers that I'm able to talk about, and these are the Michael Jackson loafers that he would have worn during the tours that he had in his life. So here are the first pair. All these pairs are the same except this brown one, but the brown one has something special on it. Anyway, these are the floor sheen Como Imperials. These are the loafers Michael Jackson wore on the Victory Tour in 1984 and also the History Tour in 1996 and 1997. He wore these loafers also in other occasions like the MTV Awards in 1995, except replaced the black and this strap with a white elastic band and wore that. And he really made these a staple shoe that I buy a lot because I have like 8 pairs. But these are a great pair of loafers. They are really comfortable, and these are right here. This version is a newer version. It is The newer versions are gonna look like this. They're gonna have floor sheen in the bottom with no coloring. And it's gonna have a black outline. They were doing this before. They're newer, so they were doing these in the 2000s as well. This bottom, so it's not completely new, but you'll know it's newer if it has this bottom with the black, especially on the black on the outside. And then yeah, that's what the sole looks like. It's a pretty basic shoe, but these these are literally the same pair of loafers as these. I'm putting them side by side. It's the one I'm talking about right now. It's the left one, and this is the right one. They're still both floor sheen Como Imperials, but this version right here is the version before floor sheen changed the leather and changed companies. So these are a much, much better pair. And these are the version Michael Jackson would have been wearing on the History Tour and the Victory, especially the Victory Tour and the History Tour as well. But you can really tell that as you look at the bottom. First of all, here's one of the main differences you can see on the top. As you can see right here, the leather has this pattern right here that is very, very noticeable on both sides. And it's the other shoe. It's very noticeable around the brim of the shoe or the edge. And the newer versions just don't have that. They just are. I don't know how good this camera's doing it justice, but this one has very pronounced stripes on both shoes. You can really see it. And we get to the new shoe and it just doesn't have it. It is not. Look at that. The leather is nowhere close. And I wish you could feel the leathers. The feel of these are just completely. This one's way flimsier and way softer. The tongue is so weak. The tongue feels like nothing compared to this tongue. This tongue feels firm and solid. And the part right here is really nice right here as well. Compared to this one, it feels a little cheap. And they changed the leather to, I think, Napa leather now. I don't know what the leather was on the old bottles, but this one is way worse than this one. And you can just feel it. And you really can tell. And also within that, you can look on the inside of the shoe. And this one has floor sheen Imperial that looks like this. And the model of the shoe, which really is the most important part, it says they don't even make it look like this on the inside of the new shoes anymore, the inside, but the 92179s are the ones you want to look for. And these were made in the USA because they had the factories in the USA, but then they moved them out the USA for the newer pairs when the newer organization of floor sheen came in, the new group bought them out. So if you're looking for these shoes, look for the 92179s because this is what Michael Jackson was literally wearing, this exact model. I don't have his shoe, of course, because he was a size 9 anyway, but it was literally this exact model, the 92179, and you want that for sure. As you can tell on the new pairs, it doesn't, the inside is way different. It's 12, there's 6 numbers right here on top instead of, I think it's, 5 on this pair? No, it's still 6, but you can tell, like, look, there's 6, and there's the 92179 HG 19 and made in the USA, and then this one is just barren. No made in the USA. There's no shoe model number. The 6-digit number is not a shoe model number. It just might be the make of it or something. But the model is the 92179. And an FF would just say the shoe age. So HG is definitely older. But this one doesn't even have made in where. Might say it on the brim. Made in India, yeah. Even the brims are different as well. Like, look at that. That's what this brim looks like, and then this brim, look at that. Nothing. They never have nothing on these. So that's how you know you have the older pair. And then also on the inside as well. There's the floor sheen Imperial, but it's silver instead of the floor sheen Imperial in black. And these are the Como Imperials if you're looking at them. They're floor sheen Como Imperials. That's what you want to look up. And yeah. Other than that, they do look the same though. This is the old pair, both of these right here, and then this is the new pair. You can really tell. It's not the new pair. This is the pair that's new, but this is the old pair that Michael Jackson would be wearing. And you want to have this right here. Look for this, and then in the pictures also look for something like this. There's also different designs. I think there's like a gold floor sheen Imperial, and it'll have like a crown. It'll have like a crown or something like that. I have a pair, but it's not here. It's at my house. But it'll have like a gold crown and gold wording. But all the new pairs of the floor sheens in the new version are literally just silver like this. So you'll know it's the old pairs have this, and really with the old pair you immediately know is with this part right here every time, every single time. But past that, the bottom is where it really gets different as well. If you look at Michael Jackson on the history tour, if you look at Munich, if you slow the video down and really look, you'll be able to see that there is gold leathering right here. and this is the exact model that he's wearing, so you can definitely confirm it. I stopped the video at many points to see when he does toe stands or when he walks and he picks his foot up. You can see the bottom of the shoe, and you can see this gold lettering right here. And the rest of the heel doesn't have that black outline like the new pair. The new pair has the black outline. I don't know if you can see it as well. There's the black outline, and floor sheen is engraved in, but has no coloring. And this number right here was what, I don't know, I ordered it from somebody, and they put numbering and stuff in words, but I didn't put any of that. But the floor sheen doesn't have any coloring, but the old pairs, when they actually were the real company, they had floor sheen imperial and gold, and that's the real difference. And then the rest of the sole is brown with no black outlines, and it'll probably look a little bit older like this one, because this is a pretty old pair. This is like the 90s when this one was made, so it is very, very old, but in very, very good condition, and it's why I hopped on it immediately when I found it. I didn't take me even 5 seconds to think about buying it. I bought it so fast. But yeah, these look good. Has a very good sole on the bottom, and these are the pair that Michael Jackson would have worn during the History Tour and the Victory Tour, as I said, as well as other pairs, but I don't have other pairs with me right now, so that's all you're going to learn from that. And now we're going to move on to this brown pair. This brown pair is basically the same thing. Like, you see the black pair, the floor sheen imperial. This one's literally same thing, has the same square built strap, and then the gold buckle is just different. It says FF, like floor sheen, instead of the real buckle on the Coma Imperial. So I know this is not the Imperial, but it is in the floor sheen shoe collection. It says floor sheen shoe, and this is the signature collection. And I bought this because it again has that this little pattern of leather, how the leather's made. I don't know if the light's showing it well, but you see the pattern right there? Like the newer pairs just don't have that. As you see, give me a second, I'm sorry. The new pairs just don't have that pattern. Look at that. It doesn't even have a pattern at all. It's just plopped on. It's way more visible in person. You can probably tell on video, but just look at that. You can completely tell the difference. Yeah, on video you can see. Like, look at the lines. You see it on the black pair as well. Look at that. That's when you know you have the old pair and the way better pair. And the leather feels completely different. Again, as I said, the leather is night and day. Literally night and day. This one's flimsy and weak. You can feel it in the toe box. Especially the sides are weak. But these, the feel is different. You don't have to feel anywhere. Literally anywhere feels different on these. So I know that these are made in the same time around the Como Imperials, and these literally have the same build. Just this is the signature collection, so it's just something different. But this one is made in the USA as well. If they're made in the USA, I don't even know if I can see it light, but trust me, it says made in the USA. You can kind of see it, made in the USA. And the signature collection is really good for quality as well, because it was a special collection. So the quality is great on these, and yeah, these look good. And these are my business shoes that I wear. And the special thing that makes these shoes notable for me in this video right now is what is on the bottom. So a little bit order when I bought these right here, these brown ones right here. I've had these since the start of last summer. So I had the changes that I'm about to talk about in a second made to these, but then I got this newer pair that is kind of bad. I don't know why I bought these. I thought these were the older pair when I was looking, but the pictures weren't good enough. And there's on like a website that wasn't where I bought all these other things, because I bought these on like eBay, and those were from Depop, and these are either eBay or not Depop. Why say no? I bought these on Poshmark. This is probably eBay, and this is probably Poshmark. It's probably Poshmark or eBay, or all these. And then this one was on some random website after a Google search when I was looking for an exact pair that wasn't these, but I thought I found a jackpot pair, but it wasn't. So I'll see what I do with these. But this pair right here is the oldest pair, and this is why I have the changes made to this one, even though it's brown. If I were to dance, and when I dance, I want to dance with the black shoes, and I will get this change made on these, but I'm going to be talking about the heel. So the heel on these, on all floor sheens, ever since literally like the late 60s, they changed it. They used to have heels that were made out of the leather on the front sole. They put the same leather on the heels, but people were slipping, so they then changed it to a rubber heel. So the heel is rubber on these, and it says floor sheen across new or old pair. This is the new pair. Floor sheen, it says it, and the old pair still again says floor sheen right there. So it hasn't changed on that end. I don't even think the font's changed or nothing, has it? Then the font, yeah, even no, it's a little bit bigger now. The old ones are smaller, so that's also another difference. But it's literally says floor sheen and it's rubber. And if you want to dance like Michael Jackson or just be a dancer in general, you don't want your heel to be caught up while your sole and feet are sliding. So what you have to get on pairs of loafers that you're buying is a leather sole from a shoe cobbler. So you have to go to a shoe cobbler, and it's either $20 to $50 on depending on what they say, and they will change it to a leather sole like up here. You'll see I've worn these a lot because I had them in the summer and for a longer time than all these pairs combined. So you have to have this leather sole, and it's very, very slippery, or not very slippery, but it's slick and much better for sliding on a stage or moonwalking or doing any kind of sliding move. So you want to have that sole, and you can see it literally matches the sole, or you want this heel to match the sole, and it's literally one for one. So that's what you have to do to get these shoes. And this is just a comparison of what they look like. So make sure you get the full sole too. Sometimes they do half and half, so they get like half rubber on the back and then it'll be the leather on the front. Some shoes actually come like that before we even bring them to a cobbler. But even a cobbler will sometimes. First time I went to a cobbler with an older pair, he put half and half, so it was rubber back here and then leather on the front. But I told him to do the full thing, and then ever since he's got me on the full. So I would have these on full, and they're literally work shoes. I don't even like dancing these at all, but I still got it anyway because I thought I was gonna paint these black for a while because I wasn't finding the pairs that I needed. And then what do you know? This pair right here falls to my hands. The exact specifications that I wanted to. Literally, 11 and a half D. D is like medium width. I have a C pair, and yeah, I'm 11 and a half only. And this was literally literally the perfect pair. I couldn't ask for anything better than this, unless it was literally pristine. But how am I gonna find a pristine shoe from the '90s, right? So, I mean, this is basically pristine anyway, so somewhere. But I mean, it looks perfect. Literally no complaints. None of my pairs are brand new, except this pair right here. But this pair isn't even like a Michael Jackson pair, and it's a little bit newer. I don't know much research about this, but it's a good shoe, and I like it. It might become my dress shoe. Because I don't know if I'll keep these. I might use these black and the brown shoes right here. But yeah, that's what you need to know about the loafers. You need to make sure you have a leather sole and a leather heel instead of a rubber heel that it comes with. And just go to the shoe cobbler in your local city, and they shouldn't have to make you pay too much for it because literally all they do is take off this part. I don't know if you can see right here, but there's like a change right here. You can see, I don't know if you can tell, it's like a different, there's the leather stack right here, and then this is the rubber heel, and then they paint over it right here, so it all looks the same on the inside, but there's a difference between these. You can see the line for sure, yeah, the rubber's right here, and then there's like leather right here, so what the cobbler would do is just pry off the rubber part right here, and then they have their own leather thing at their shop that have a whole leather like heel or whatever they call it before they make it a heel, and then they'll put it on so like this, and then as you can see when they put it on, like it is literally a brand new sole. It looks like everything is matched up the same. I think he put a whole new stack on, so the stack isn't even the same. So he'll actually, I even lied to y'all, he will actually take off the whole thing, everything out of it, but they'll take it off and then they'll put it on, and that's why this one looks different. There's no differences in them, and he paints over it, so this would literally be like the color of this, but he painted over it, so you can kind of see the color fades away at the bottom. So he did do some black right there, and he just removed it and put the leather new stack on, and yeah, it looks good, and that's what you need to do if you want to dance like Michael Jackson. So do that, and you'll dance like Michael Jackson. And make sure you remember what I said in the video. You want to have the 9217 model. Here it is, one more chance if you want to take a picture. 92179 model, and you make sure it says made in the USA, because they did those in these factories before they changed over to India and other places, Vietnam, I think. When they were making them in the USA, they were making them really high quality, because they're expensive and a little bit more rare, but now it's much more worldwide and international and stuff like that, so they don't have to do the highest standard quality, and nobody's buying floor sheen like that anyway anymore. It's not like a premium brand that people just buy every day now, but make sure you do that. And yeah, you want to get this pair right here again. And if you don't get this pair, it's fine. They're decent. They're still decent, but I really highly recommend this. And just remember, the lines are very important. Very important indicator to tell you if this is the shoe or not. The new pair, look at that, ugly, 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 and the material's even worse. I wish I could somehow physically show y'all, but just know, I don't know anything about shoes, but I know what quality feels better and which doesn't, and this is night and day quality. So make sure you get that, and make sure you let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I actually know a lot about this subject, and I made a spreadsheet for my Michael Jackson Instagram page before about this, and people have used it and asked me. So if somehow somebody finds this video and cares about Michael Jackson, just let me know. But yeah, this is my new pair. Again, its leather quality since it's newer and hasn't been worn, it feels better than this one. It's real flimsy, but this one, it just feels stiff, but I can tell it doesn't have the pattern at all right here. Look at that, it's no pattern at all. Like, it's such a well-seen pattern in these, and you guys have seen it. I've shown 30 times, but these just look good to me, and I bought them, and they're only $30, so paid for them, and they might be my new dress. They will be my new dress shoe because they're still comfortable. These are very comfortable. They have a different inside. The sole's really good on the inside on here, whatever they call it. The insole's really good, so that's good. This one's insole it's decent. This one's old. It's the good pair that I was talking about, the 92179. This one feels the best out of all of them. I don't know why. It feels like a little pillow on the inside of this one for some reason. This one's really good, but these also feel really good as well. And you can see even with newer models, like they even took away more stuff. This model's newer than this model, and this model's still new. But this model right here is like really, really new. And they took away a lot of stuff on the inside. And look at that. They put everything on right here now, basically. And it's made in India, yeah. So they changed all the locations. But I still like this pair. But if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll try to get them answered in the comments. I doubt I'll get any questions because I don't know what Michael Jackson fans are here. But if you do have questions somehow, just let me know. And I will let you guys in on some of my secrets, and maybe I'll help you guys out with finding shoes because I'm very good at finding, and I'm a very frequent looker, as you can tell. And I wish I could show you all a video. Actually, let's see. I might have the video on my phone. Give me a second. I'm just looking at TikTok for like a couple seconds. Yeah, I made a video on loafers. But look, these are my loafers at my apartment, or my house. I'm at my apartment right now. So there's these. These are the same floor stream Imperials. They're not these. They're just a pair that I've had before. Yeah, because I'm addicted. I've bought some. So I have one pair of these. And I have some floor stream Berkeleys. They're penny loafers. So he wore those on the Dangerous tour. And then I have these floor stream Comos. These are Como Imperials with a gold buckle. Comos have no buckle, as you can tell. And he wore the Comos on the Bad tour. But a different model or version of the Comos. These are a little bit newer pair. The old Comos had a little bit different look, and I wish I could go into detail about that, but I don't want to talk forever. But there's the Comos, so this would be Bad Tour. Berkeley's penny loafers or floor stream Berkeley's are the Dangerous tour, and then 1992-93, and then this is like History. The floor stream Imperial Como Imperials are History tour and Victory tour, and the Victory tour also had some tassel loafers, and yeah. And also the Como, this version of the Como was actually worn on the History tour because he did wear some. He mostly wore this on the History tour, the Como Imperial, but some shows like Gothenburg, he wore the Como. But that's just me going in depth. And then, yeah, that's just one picture. So then I have another brown pair. It is the same exact pair as these. I bought 2 pairs of these. So this brown pair right here, I also got the heel changed on that one in this video right here. So that pair was changed. This is another pair of the Como Imperial, just a better version. Well, it's the same version as this one. It's just, this one is probably the best quality one I have right here. And then I have another Como Imperial right there. and then another comb repair right there. So both of these are the wrong size. So I got 10.5 my first try, and then I got 11 my next try, and then those were small, and then I finally figured out with 11.5, and yeah, 11.5 has been my size ever since, and it fits perfectly. But yeah, I have, so how many pairs I have? 3 plus another 4, 7, and then plus another 4 over here. That's is what, 11? Yeah, 11. So yeah, and I just have a little video I made. Yeah, look at all those right there. Yeah, so it'd be those and then even more. But I don't know if I'll release this video ever. But yeah, I literally wore the same outfit today. I filmed this video a long time ago. I wore the same outfit today, crazy enough. But yeah, I made that video and I didn't even finish it, so my phone ran out of storage. But yeah, that's what I have on today, and I don't want to string this video any longer. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you somehow have any questions, let me know, and I will answer them in the comments at some capacity and at some rate that I don't know. And update on my book, How to Talk to Anyone. It's not relationships, as in relationships means literally any type of relationship. So your relationship with your friends, your family, it's not like a love relationship. So I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to learn how to speak love language to people. This is just literally psychology of speaking to people in person at any kind of timing. But an update on that book is I haven't read it in about a week because I've been slacking off and going to sleep late this week. And I messed up, but I need to get back on my track. But currently right now, yeah, so I'm not going to read it again tonight. I'm going to go to sleep at 3 o'clock again this morning. Maybe worse. And I just keep messing up, but this book has really been good for me. And I'm going to try to pick up on it maybe Thursday night, so tomorrow night, hopefully. And yeah, I'll get something done with it, but other than that, no updates on that book. And whenever I finish this book, I'll get into the next book, which is Vicious. Vicious hasn't gotten any love yet because I don't want to start it without finishing that book. So I will get into Vicious later, but for now it has been untouched and I will not touch it until I have to. But that's just updates on my books. I've been lazy, so I had to report you guys. You guys as in future me. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have for today's video, and this is Justin and Nano, and I am out.